Welcome to Coming Together for Sexual Health. I'm Tammy Kramer, and I'm thrilled to talk with you about the world we are creating by coming together for sexual health. And yes, the pun is intended. My background in thinking holistically about health as a facilitator and a doula helps me talk with our guests about celebrating pleasure, combating stigma, and making sexual health care both more accessible and more inclusive of the communities we serve. We're powered by nationally recognized experts in sexual health at the University of California, San Francisco, and the California Prevention Training Center. All views expressed are those of the person speaking and not of the CAPTC or their employer. Subscribe to get our latest episodes, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review to help more people find us. Thank you for coming together for sexual health.
I'm hoping that we can create environments. So whether you're at a CBO, whether you work in a clinic, whether you work in a health department, that is more inclusive, more engaging for all kinds of people.
We have whole humans who can go out into the world and also aim to destigmatize not just STIs, but also topics around sexuality, seeing just how interconnected all of these things are, advocating for people to experience their fullest expression of themselves.
We all approach the work with continuing, deepening appreciation for how systemic barriers impact our patients, how traumatic experiences with healthcare systems and other systems have impacted our patients, and just keep our commitment to getting better, to doing it better, to listening to our patients and hearing that part of their story as well.
I also want to live in a world where everybody has a really close friend who knows them and knows who they are sexually, that they can talk to and really open up to about what they're doing, who they are, the risks they're taking.
There's so much healing that needs to happen when it comes to sexual health and talking about sex, particularly for trans folks and folks of color and queer folks. We do internalize a lot of that shame. And so my hope is to create a space where healing can happen and talking about pleasure when it comes to sex and not just how to prevent disease.
Yes, disease can happen, but guess what? Disease can happen just eating. Harm can happen exercising or exercising too much. We don't demonize eating. We don't demonize exercise. Let's not demonize sex.
Really making public health a sexy, digestible thing that everybody feels a part of. We're all in this shit together. And then just like how sex is health, the endorphins that sex releases makes you feel good. Orgasms are great. How are we having healthier orgasms?
What we need is a respect for bodily autonomy and to respect other people's sense of self and ability to craft their own life.
When I become queen of the world, which is going to happen any day now, I just envision a world in which people can seek out healthcare for their sexual needs in an environment free from judgment.
Thanks for listening, and please follow and rate us wherever you get your podcasts to help more people find us. And hey, how about sharing this with a friend or a colleague you'd like to talk with about sexual health? Check out the show notes for the resources mentioned in this episode and the transcript of the show. Connect with us on Instagram at Coming Together Pod, on X at California PTC, and at comingtogetherpod.com. This podcast is produced by me, Tammy Kramer, with our editor and co-producer, Isaiah Ashburn. We're based at the University of California, San Francisco, and would like to acknowledge the Ramaytush Ohlone people, the traditional custodians of the land that UCSF sits upon. Thank you for coming together for sexual health.